You know, everyone thinks you need thousands of dollars to create an urban jungle that gets as much fanfare as mine does.
This man's beautiful plants in his home, look.
But I'm going to show you how I build mine by being a smart collector, and most of it cost me absolutely nothing. Alright, so here's the thing about building an urban jungle. Most people go about it all wrong. They'll go to a nursery, spend hundreds of dollars on brand new plants, and then all the stuff that goes along with them. But I like to approach it a different way, a way that I call the smart collector method. The smart collector method involves three things: propagation, patience, and treasure hunting. Treasure hunting, of course, being those little things that cost absolutely nothing. Now, there are things that I highly suggest you spend money on, and we'll dive into that a little bit later. But I want to tell you why this is so crucial, because this right here didn't cost a whole lot to create. In fact, I have been building and collecting my items over years. And each time I just add a little bit more to my urban jungle designs. I switch them up every quarter just to reflect seasons and also to add in some of the new stuff that I find or purchase. So you might say to yourself, well, Kevin, I don't have 2 years or 3 or 5 to really build this. But the fact of the matter is, you do. And we're going to start with those three methods, and starting with this one. Let's start with propagation, because this is hands down the number one tool in your urban jungle arsenal. Simply because one plant becomes two, two becomes four, and four becomes eight. You get it. But here's the thing: it's super cheap to do and really fun to do, and you can design with it. These are a look at some of my water propagated cuttings as they stand. You have a philodendron majestic here, which I literally got for free. A friend gave it to me, a cutting. And so I decided to, after that plant grew into a mature plant, cut it up, and here you go. It's already rooted, really fast rooters. In fact, philodendron only take about 3 to 4 weeks to root, compared to, let's say, your snake plant over there, which, by the way, that one was a $5 plant at Home Depot. Cut it up and rooted. But it takes about, longest 8 weeks to go. But you can design with these, which is absolutely amazing. In fact, I take these water propagated vessels and I try to find really unique ones that are super cheap at like thrift stores, $2, $3 a piece, and design with them. Or you can hide them in baskets. In fact, I've got a couple already out in my urban jungle display. Beautiful ones, but just in glass vessels. I do hide some from time to time. But that's not it. I like to go a step further with my design in creating a water propagation wall. Take a look at this. This is the area in the living room where I put up this wooden trellis to create a water propagation station. And it's been doing really well. In fact, since I put it up a couple of weeks ago, all the plants that are inside these vessels have all grown roots, like really, really strong roots. In fact, these Monstera deliciosa are all out of water. And same goes for the Hederaceum philodendron down there. But yeah, look at those. Isn't that nuts how quickly they grew such thick roots? But like I was saying, all out of water. So first things first, water time. The key is to group them in different heights, as you saw there in my water propagation wall station. It's all about having them in different levels so people can see them, and because you want that aesthetic look, right? So a good way of doing that is by using crates, which is my next secret weapon. Wooden crates are urban jungle gold, and rarely do I pay more than $10 for them. You'll see in my urban jungle plant display here that I use them to stack up the plants. I have them as pretty much their go-to home. And what I love about them is that putting them together is sort of like Plant Parent Legos, where you get to design exactly how you want them to be stacked. There are important factors as to how you should stack them when it comes to design, but these things are super cheap and they make for that beautiful urban jungle design. So here's where I find mine at discounted rates. A lot of them behind grocery stores. You'd be surprised, and you get them for free. You can just go and really talk to a store manager, somebody who works inside the grocery store, ask them if they have any crates you're going to throw out, and you can get them in tip-top shape or just clean them off afterwards. My other favorite place to go is like a Ross Home Goods, because you will find so many beautiful crates that have designs on them, kind of have that more urban-y look to them at a really cheap price. I mean, less than $10 is how much I got a lot of these ones for, and they're beautiful. You can absolutely showcase your plants in so many different ways. Another great place to go is a Michael's. Oftentimes they have those coupons for like $20 off or 50% off your purchase, which brings the crates down to like $10, $15. Those are really beautiful ones as well. I like to take it a step further, though, with one extra place to go to where you'll find some really great prices, and that is thrift shops like Goodwill. They will have really great finds and, of course, super cheap prices as well. But when it comes to these crates, I just don't stop with the crates. I like to add a little bit more urban jungle decor to them, and I do so by adding in some cocoa coir netting. And what that does is it just allows for the light to diffuse when it comes into the living room here in my urban jungle, because I want it to be more of an ambient kind of relaxed setting. And so I have lights inside of those crates that will shine brightly on one side, but diffused over here on this side. And it's great. So yeah, crates are the way to go, and they really help make your urban jungle come to life. I mentioned lights there, and lighting is another important factor. Here in my urban jungle, you will notice a lot of bright lights. There are grow lights, a lot of them, just scattered about up here, and I have plenty of them inside the crates as well. And I have a new one to add into my collection that I really want to tell you folks about. This is the LetPot 100 watt smart grow light. And what I love about this light is that it is actually a 100 watt full spectrum grow light. Literally one of those LEDs that are so hard to find. Not one of those inflated listings. This one works wonders. And what I love about it is that because it's smart, it's completely app controlled, which means that I can control so many things. I can control brightness, timers, and even the color spectrum right from my phone, which is so crucial when you're growing plants. For instance, with the blue lighting, that is powerful and really great for propagation, especially root and leaf growth. Then red lighting, well, that is really fantastic for mature plants, especially if you want those big leaves on your mature plants, of course. Then, of course, there is white, which is a mixture of both colors and really reflects that natural lighting that they would usually get with the sun. It has 8 levels of brightness, a 270-degree foldable design, and 360-degree rotation, which means I can angle it perfectly along all of my plants, including this plant nook over here, which is in desperate need of really good grow lighting, simply because of the sun moving further away as we head into the colder months here. This is absolutely perfect. And I'll tell you what, to set up, super easy. Out of all of the grow lights I have ever owned and had to set up, this one was by far the easiest to put together. I kid you not, less than 5 minutes. And what I love about it is that because it has so many different retractable areas, you can make this higher, you can make it shorter, just depending on what you're looking to do. And also, it comes with wiring, so if you wanted to, you could hang it from the ceiling and just have it there above your plants. This is a game changer. And I have to tell you, a lot of businesses will reach out to me and want me to feature their products. And I would say half the time, they're not something I would want to show to you folks, because I know how important it is to have the right gear and tools to make your plants grow. This one, though, this is one of those ones that you absolutely need. I have a link down in the description of this video to show you exactly how you can get this plant, as well as a 10% off discount code for all of you viewers out there, if you want to get it. Right now, it's listed at $149, but this will knock $15 off. And I'll tell you what, out of all of my grow lights that I've put a little bit of money into, this one by far the cheapest, and not only that, but the best. Lighting is so crucial when it comes to having an urban jungle that is thriving. Can't stress that enough. And hopefully you have southern facing windows, which are the best for natural lighting, and you don't have to spend any money on grow lights. But I want to thank you guys for watching another one of my Planty episodes. And if you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell for more fun and interesting Planty content just like this. By the way, if you're interested in having a one-on-one plant consultation with me over Zoom, Teams, or any other video chat service that you use, I would love to see your collection, help solve your problems, and meet you folks. You can do that by just emailing contactplantskevin@gmail.com. Would love, absolutely love to meet you folks. By the way, if you want to dive a little bit more into another part of this whole thing that really will help make your urban jungle thrive, I want you to check out this episode in the corner because it's all about vertical design. Vertical design will help you use up a lot of space that otherwise you probably don't use. Check it out, and I'll see you guys in the next video.